Sorry, bro.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Hey guys, real quick. Number 35, number 10, 75, 21, and 38. Please make sure you do not qualify. Copy. Alright, thank you. I couldn't hear you, Rose. Rose?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.
This is VRN, your trusted leader in e-motorsports.
All right, welcome back, Vigilante Nation, for round 7 of the VRL Premiere Series. This is the Vigilante Racing Network coming to you live from virtual Martinsville, Virginia, for the Clockwork Full 225. So we're running a little bit behind schedule this evening, folks, so we're going to really go through these intro stuff really quick here. So before we get these guys, are about to finish up their qualifying run, and we're going to get underway. But just really quick, let's go over some session details. Tonight's race is 225 laps. That's 117 for virtual miles. They only have 45% fuel and only an additional 2 sets of tires for this entire race. So 225 laps on a total of 3 sets of tires. There is not a fast repair in this series, and the incident limit is set to 33 and 6. As always, iRacing controls the cautions, the lucky dogs, and the waiver rounds. Championship points are as listed here. You can see top of the board, Albert Anderson, 168, followed closely by Chris Gomes at 159, Tim Pope in 3rd, Tony Benfield in 4th, and Scott Roney rounding out your top runners here in the Vigilante Racing League, the Premiere Series for the Vigilante Racing League. And with that, they are wrapping up qualifying here, folks. We're going to jump right over. We're going to get a couple of laps before they go green to warm up their tires. So we're going to hit the starting grid. All right, here you go. Top of the board. Sean McDonald brings it home in that 23 machine. Second place is Dustin Eaton, fresh off his return to the series. Hit the grid button here. Mike Adams in 3rd. Craig Goodenough 4th. Chris Gomes in 5th. 6th place, Jack Dixon. John Shanebuckler in 7th. Dustin Wade 8th. George Rincon in 9th. 10th place is Greg Klein. Andrew Cawthon, Andy Player is in 11th. 12th is Kelly Kill. 13th, Scott Roney. 14th, Aaron Warren. 15th, Dion Jones. 16th, Jonathan Osborne. 17th, Russ Kilgore. 18th, Kyle Vaught. 19th, Tim Pope. Jesse Redding in 20th. Jacob Alicia in 21st. 22nd, Greg Dobson. 23rd, John Gallagher. 24th, Scott Milner. Mike Everidge is in 25th, 26th, Jason Gaines. Some of these guys are actually starting to move on me because we have penalties tonight, folks. And I'll go over those in just a minute. Albert Anderson back in 29th, Dave Mayberry 30th, 31st, Gordon Spain, 32nd, Michael Brooks, Andrew Cawthon 33rd, and Tom Bears 34th. Big field here tonight here for such a short track, folks. Should be a good time. Let's talk about the penalties real quick. I did mention those. Okay, we got a 35 Tom Bears, 38 Gordon Spain, the 10 of Andrew Cawthon, the 75 Stony Benfield, and Dave Mayberry, all going to the back of the grid for penalty tonight from last week's race at Darlington. We're up here on this Air Force machine for Mr. Sean McDonald. He is not going to control the start of the race. We're coming around this time, should go green. Lights are out on top of that pace truck. The flagman Barney will control this first start of the race. Coming around the corner now. Hope you're ready for some action tonight, folks.
Green flag, green flag.
And there we go. We are underway. When you start so far for McDonald, he gets a great run on the outside. Dustin Eaton is fighting for second with Mike Adamson now in that 88 machine. Mike's got the advantage on the inside line, though, at the moment. 14 goes way wide in the corner. Going to lose a couple of more spots with that. And now Adams is going to challenge for the lead. In that Mopar 88. And he has it. Having gotten underneath the 23 machine, he got good enough looking to the inside as well in the 89. And for my sound engineer Lori out there, if you hear something that's not right, let me know. We did a lot of rewiring of our audio, folks. Things should sound pretty good. We did some testing today. Seems to be running pretty well. As right now, Mike Adamson is controlling this race. Your pole sitter, Sean McDonald, has fallen to second. Craig Goodenough is now in third. Chris Gomes fourth, and Dustin Eaton has fallen down to the fifth position in that 14 machine. So far, so good. These guys had a lot of cautions on their Monday night mock race. It's just like a shakedown race that they do each and every week to, feel things out, race around each other, make sure that they have their settings where they want them. Here's hoping tonight's a little cleaner than that. I forget how many, Lori told me, I think 13 or 14 cautions they had on a half distance, a mock race. So if we were to maybe average that, it would be like 28 cautions. So far, so good, though. We take a look. These guys got single file pretty quick, looking like they're thinking about the long run here, keeping their truck clean. Oh, no! Second place goes around there. And we'll go back. Sean McDonald, your pole sitter, goes around and may have had some help. We didn't have a great shot of it, so we're going to go back and take a look. We are right here. You're watching Sean McDonald racing out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Oh, and it looks like he goes just a bit high. He's cutting down, and the 89 comes in there and it touches that left rear. Oh, not too much damage by Sean, but that left front may need a little tending to. Let's take a look. That's not too bad, folks. Short track, he should be able to recover from that. The problem is now he is at the back of the field. That's unfortunate for your pole sitter there. And the U.S. Air Force number 23, Sean McDonald. Mike Adamson's controlling the race right now. The question is, are they going to decide to go in, get fuel here? And you're looking at pit lane entrance. No takers so far. Tony Benfield actually on pit lane. And Dave Mayberry using to go in and top off. And this may come down. You never know how these short tracks are going to work out. Taking fuel here could be something that's priceless at the end of this race.
Well, hey, dude.
So now that VRL shook off the scars of Darlington from last week, a place that punishes impatience and demands respect, leaves every car carrying a reminder of how close the wall really was last week getting their Darlington stripe. And Martinsville is not a breather. It's a different kind of brutality, a place where the speed drops, but the intensity spikes. These corners are going to stack up, traffic jams all over the place. The bumpers are going to become negotiating tools for these drivers and communication devices, really, in a lot of ways, either displeasure or just trying to move somebody up out of the way. The fight's not with the wall this week. It's going to be with the guy in front and behind you, and the accordioning effect, all the things that come along with short track banging and short track tempers. Martinsville does not reward fearlessness. It rewards control, composure, and the ability to survive the beating. Keep your brakes alive. Keep the fenders on that truck. You never know. That improbable move may end your night, so you got to be really strategic about when you're going to push. Darlington tests these drivers' discipline, but Martinsville is going to test their resolve. And we're back underway. Back in the front. Great getaway by Mike Adamson. He's got the one machine of Chris Gomes looking to stick his nose underneath the 89. This could get pretty spicy. As a 14, looking to put his hat in the ring. Really get some momentum off the outside, but he tags the wall just slightly. That's not going to hurt him unless he continues to do it. Then he's risking maybe a little bit of wheel damage, and that can really affect your night. Man, he is razor close to that wall. Looking to try and make that move around the outside of Chris Gomes. Chris has the advantage at the moment, able to clear the 14. Coming around the backstretch here. You see there's the entrance to pit lane at the end of that backstretch going into 3. So they're in 3 and 4 at the moment. Out of 4, and there's your flag stand. That's how quick a lap is around this place.
Wrecking.
They're wrecking again.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
Oh. The 2's involved, the 12, the 4 machine.
Stopping on the outside.
Laps around here about just under 20 seconds. So you got Deion Jones, Russ Kilgore, Dane Bachler, Scott Milner, Michael Brooks, Greg Dobson, Aaron Warren, and Tom Barish. Oh, Sean McDonald again involved in this slightly. So we'll see what happens here. Oh, the 4th is right back into the wall. So it looks like this may start between the 4 and the 12. Oh, I think I see the culprit there. Is that going to be that curve? 4's a little loose going into the turn. This is turn 4. Excuse me, 3. It's that curbing, and that's just going to throw you out there. It does. Okay, it's not over yet. It's fine. Then the 12 is just up against the wall, though. Really nowhere to go.
I heard somebody say wreck.
And the 4 just doesn't give him just quite enough room, it looks like. Ends up going backwards. Kind of an accordion effect. You see the 19 back there. These guys are checking up. People start going around. All right, that's 2 cautions, folks. I actually felt pretty positive at that first little run we had there. We are 16 laps into this event right now.
I think you got to pass this all in here.
Take a check on the chat while we have an opportunity. Bunch of talking out there. Yeah, a Chachi fan out there, 19 Sully Choi. I'm not sure how I'm not supposed to pronounce that, buddy. Albert Anderson Sr. out there, go get him. Albert, he's pulling for the 99 machine. Lori saying hello to everyone and good luck tonight. Saying hello to the Anderson clan. Gimmick Adam out there, pulling for his boys. He's got 2 drivers in this race, I think, tonight.
I don't know how much, but just a heads up.
Coming around here, looks like we're about to go green, folks.
Feels all right.
Now it'll be one more lap. You see these guys coming out. They're going to go around that pace truck and then come back around. Dylan Bryant's out there. It's Good Luck Team All-Star. Hello to me and Lori. Yeah, Dylan is going to be out for a little bit. Technical difficulties. Amanda Wade's out there pulling for her man in the 68 machine. Dustin Wade. Yeah, we're looking good. Taylor Provac saying hello to me. Hello, Taylor.
Like I said, I'm hit the brakes as soon as I heard somebody say something. My bad.
No biggie.
I see that 2 machine of Russ Kilgore go around there. Now the lights are out on top of that pace truck. On the back stretch, we're going to go green next time by. You should see this pace truck pull off into the pits. Going to hand this restart of this race over to Mike Adelson. He gets the launch within the restart zone.
How's my right rear look? Right side.
Making our way through 3 into 4. Here we go, folks. Coming to the restart zone now. Barney's ready to catch him. Adelson launches. Up front, you see the 1 machine again getting a pretty good advantage on that bottom underneath the 89. The 89 was able to hold him off last time with the momentum off the top line. Cuts his nose just a little bit. That was pretty close. I don't know how close you want to push that in the future. 14's coming up now. Maybe going to take advantage. He has a little momentum. Deciding better of it, not wanting to go ahead and risk damaging his truck. Long way to go here. Over 200 laps remain. This is looking like your front runners, but I would imagine you're going to have the likes of Bevan Machine getting up here to dice it up. Dustin Wade in the 68's good here. He's running 5th right now. Jonathan Osborne's always good at short tracks. Albert Anderson. We'll see how this works out overall. Right back here, you got a little bit of a battle. Look at this. 01 on the outside of the 48. Jack Dixon.
You're blinking like crazy.
Woo, Claire, you're all over, man.
You hear these drivers communicate with each other, trying to have a clean race here. This is the margins are so tight. You have a slight misstep, a little bit, put your wheel just slightly wrong, like you saw with the 4 machine. Touch that inside curb. Next thing you know, you're out. You're pushed out into the guy on your outside there. Good battle here between the 48 and the 01. This is Kelly Kill and Jack Dixon. Caution's out again, folks. This is involving Dustin Wade, unfortunately. I think he may have just towed as well.
I'm staying where I am.
Looking at Dustin Wade here. Now the turn. Oh, it just gets loose. Goes around. Most people were able to check up pretty good. I guess he didn't. Maybe it just went out of frame on me. Yeah, he's just waiting to get going again. So, Amanda, he didn't tear up his truck, but that did drop him down to 30th running position right now. We are now under the third caution of the night. And here we go. We got a few takers going on pit lane here. George Rincon, Dave Mayberry, Deion Jones, Michael Brooks, John Shanebuckler, Dustin Wade. Obviously, you need to go in there and probably check out his truck. And Greg Dobson. Mike Adamson still holding on to lead of this race, showing incredible strength so far. 26 laps through this event. Amanda Wade's out there in the chat saying, well, shoot, yeah, of course. That can happen here. I mean, you have two different surfaces. You got that concrete, and you also have the asphalt. Sometimes when you go into that turn, maybe a little too much rear brake or something into it, you're trying to be aggressive and smooth all at once. But, I mean, there's times cold tires or otherwise, some things can happen. As you see, Dustin's going to drop back now. He went in the pits. It's going to just put him to the end of the line. But he's fast. Would not be shocked to see him get back up here in the mix. He was running fifth at the time. Coming down the back stretch, getting ready to go here. Mike Adamson is still in control of this race. Very good enough on his outside, and the one machine there in third, and the 14 is in fourth. Actually, they weren't quite on the back stretch. Yeah, you just extended. So the race admin, this is such a short track, and with the way the cautions work out, sometimes you have to give these guys an extra lap to get organized, to be fair and ensure everyone is lined up properly. Now the lights are back off again. Should go around this last time, get back underway. So no catastrophic events for the most part we've seen so far. Third caution, one for self-spin, others were for incident, but they didn't really destroy the trucks. So we'll see how that goes as we're coming around through 3 and 4, getting ready to go green again.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Barney gets us going. Actually, the 88 did. He got the opportunity to launch first. Clean restart here. 88 still got the advantage. Really good advantage. The fight is going to be between like Dustin Eaton and Gomes here. Eaton's been working that high line so far tonight, really preferring to work on that momentum. And the longer the race goes on, maybe the longer the tires are worn, that may actually come into play and be able to prevail on that outside line. You see how it's not an automatic pass just because you have that inside line. That outside driver is able to keep that momentum up and keep that right quarter panel of the competitor, which doesn't allow them to track out to the wall. Yeah, Barney's going to have a sore right shoulder and arm there, Lori. So the race admin's out there in the chat saying Barney, our flagman, is going to get a sore arm tonight. Absolutely. He's going to earn his pay. He's probably going to have be an imbalance, a bigger right arm than a left arm by the time this is over. Maybe a little tendonitis. We see this kind of shook out pretty well here between these guys right now. First, the number one rather running in third, and Dustin Eaton running in the fourth position. Let's take a look at what else we have happening out here. Caution is out again, folks. Let's find out what that was for. Looks like it's going to be Don Gallagher, Russ Kilgore, Greg Dobson, and maybe Deion Jones. We were just talking about how much Barney's going to work out tonight. Let's see. Gallagher's in at 123 there, right in the middle. 99's on his inside. Get a little touch. Oh, these guys did a pretty good job of not hitting each other. Right to the point where Russ Kilgore. Right, just unlucky at the timing here. It's probably the worst of the damage, though, for everyone. Caution number 4.
Lucky dog high.
See if anybody's going to jump into the pits here.
Sorry, couldn't make this one.
Not looking like it.
Past 12. What's 12 by?
I'll get you guys some information on next week's race. So next week we are off for Easter. Because NASCAR had the Easter break, so we're going to take a break as well. But the break is going to include fun races for these guys. Let's see if I can get those up here for you momentarily. Actually, I'll come back to it as we're getting ready to get back underway here. Mike Adamson's controlling the race. Craig Goodenough second. Chris Gomes third, and Dustin Eaton in fourth. I think I've been saying that a lot here for a while. There's Barney again getting his workout.
Green, green, green.
We're back underway as the 88 launches. Nice launch by the 88. This time not as good as before, though. He's going to nearly have a challenge from that 89 on the outside. Able to hold him off, though. See if he's going to dive it in here. Nearly. $14 does get around the 1 so far, but he's still now. Oh, the 89 is going to go around. 14 touches him. He goes to the outside wall.
All right, man. Caution is out. Caution is out.
Check up there.
Did lose some parts here, so this is going to be some damage to that truck. The front end so much. I'm going to take another look at it as he heads down the pit lane immediately. So he's chasing right there in second place, and I want to say probably just a little misjudgment maybe on the pace here from the 14. Just ever so slight. I mean, you get in there just a little bit hotter, and then insult to injury, the one's right there, and he gets punted to the outside wall there. That's unfortunate for the 89 of Craig Goodenough. $14 does a great job staying off of him. He does make contact, and that's what precipitated the spin. But he stays off of him. You see that. There's no intent here, folks. This is just hard racing and slight miscalculation. See how the 89 is able to recover. He is fast. He's in there getting repairs right now. You can see the part missing. Yeah, he's missing that front left fender there. So manual repairs in this series are no mulligans. You cannot get a fast repair. Got back up front here. This is your current leader, Mike Adams, out of Sanford, Florida. Now second place is going to be Chris Gomes, the number 1 machine. Sporting the Baskin-Robbins paint scheme this week. Dustin Eaton is going to be third. Jack Dixon made his way up to fourth now. Kelly Keel having a good night here at the short track out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin, running fifth. That 92 machine out of Owasso, Oklahoma, Greg Klein, running in sixth. Greg's always good at these types of tracks, man. It's pretty crazy. It looks like a new paint scheme, though, for Greg. I don't know if I've seen that one yet. I do like it. Advertising his business, his cruise line business there. As we're about to get underway, once again, turning the restart over to the 88 machine of Mike Adamson. Coming out of turn 4.
Green, green, green.
Mike gets a good launch here. The 1 is 2 is outside, but not quite there to be able to challenge for the lead. 88 scoots away. The 1's looking to try and hold on to second position, though. He's being challenged by the 14 right now. Almost gets into the side of him here.
Sorry, bro.
This is going to be a battle here. You see that the 1's carrying a little bit of damage on his right front fender as well. Maybe hurting the performance of that machine. Almost gets into the wall again. He's really fighting for this position. He knows on that outside, if you let one truck by, you're probably going to have a whole flock of them coming through. Really good battle. Right here, 45 laps into it. We get kind of smoothed out here in a minute, folks. We'll go through the field and see if we can find your favorite driver as they run in the field right now. One machine really working that outside line momentum, as I see Shane Bachler may have crashed along with Russ, but no. Caution, Kevin Hunt as well. Whatever happens, the 1's going to prevail on that outside line there. 14 is going to fall in line. Very good job by Chris Gomes to be able to hold off charging number 14, and very hungry Mr. Dustin Eaton. It's not over. It's not going to be over until the end of the race. Just a matter of strategically, maybe the 14 doesn't want to burn his stuff up at the moment. Maybe to re-attack here a little bit. You see the 1 just keeps getting really kind of danger close to that wall. We'll start here with Mr. Eaton as we run back through the field, running third. 48 doing a little bumper tag with the 92 is trying to come through. Jack Dixon being challenged for 4th position by this man, Greg Klein. You see how this works. The 92 gets a foothold on that inside, and now the 48's in danger of going even further back. This is going to be a battle here for a moment as we look back at Andy Player out of Concord, New Hampshire, running in that 6th position. Kelly Kill, we mentioned earlier, running 7th, up 5 spots from where he started. Got Scott Roney out of Salt Lake City, Utah, running in the 8th position, just in front of Jacob Alicia out of Indianapolis, running in 9th. Jonathan Osborne made his way up 6th position so far. He's in the 10th/11th position, being challenged at the moment. Oh, hit a little bit of wall contact, being challenged by this man, Gordon Spain out of Fredericksburg, Virginia. And the 99, he's up 18 positions there, Anderson Nation. Our Washington, D.C. driver in that good-looking Pennzoil Shell machine. Running in the 12th, now the 11th position as he goes around to 81 and apparently has some issues with the wall. Here's the 10 of Andrew Cawthon in 13th, up 21 spots after serving his penalty. And last week's winner, Mr. Stoney Benfield out of Albemarle, North Carolina. Up 14 spots in 14th position. Jason Gaines running in the 15th position, already up 12 spots so far. Got Aaron Warren out of Jasper, Alabama, that 22 machine running 16th. Followed closely, very closely there by George Rincon, the 28 and 17th. Tim Pope is in 18th, made up 2 spots so far. Tim's a very calculating driver. He's going to try to tiptoe his way through this field, I'm sure, and be there at the end as we're 53 laps complete. Jesse Redding in the 21 machine out of Knoxville, Iowa, running in 19th. Kyle Vaught, High Point, North Carolina, running in the 20th position. Sure, he has Caleb Provax out there pulling really hard for him to have a good night. Right now, I mentioned that he's already in 20th. 123, John Gallagher out of Roseville, California, running in the 21st position. Greg Dobson in 085 for Phoenix Racing. He is out of Newmarket, Ontario, Canada. One of the 3 Canadian drivers we have in the field tonight. 22nd. 23rd is Mike Everidge out of Melbourne, Kentucky. Scott Milner. I know that's probably not the same paint scheme I've seen before. He's got a stripped down paint scheme. Maybe he's looking for sponsorship there, folks. Anybody in the chat looking to sponsor a car? Scott Miller's out of Pittsburgh, Indiana, running in 24th. Dustin Wade, there you go, Amanda. Right now he's in 25th. He's made up 5 spots since he had that issue earlier. Truck looks clean. Racing out of Cincinnati, Ohio. A little brush on the wall. Don't sweat that. That's normal. But we'll see if he can make his way up. Right now, down 17 spots, but we know why. Kevin Hunt out of Danville, Virginia, running in the 26th position. That good-looking Traveler whiskey machine. Tom Barish out of Pass Christian, Mississippi. He is in the 27th position. Up 6 spots, having served his penalty. Heading in the right direction. Dave Mayberry, the 29, racing out of Tucson, Arizona.
All right, man. Caution
Tim
is
Pope
out.
had a
Caution
crash,
is
looks
out.
like, folks. And there's our... We nearly got through the field. That's our 6th caution. You got Tim Pope, Dion Jones in the 4s, 29th, Michael Brooks 30th. John Shanebacher running in 31st. And that is through the field, folks. Go back and see what happened with Tim Pope. Mike Adams is still your leader at the moment, having led most of the race, if not all of the laps so far. There's Tim next to George Rancon. That inside line there. Oh, that George was involved in this too. They just couldn't. Yeah, they kind of got put together. Sometimes this will happen where you just make slight contact, but then the trucks don't want to come apart. Like right here, they're kind of okay. They're okay. They're still kind of hooked together, and then goes around, makes a slight contact with that left front nose. Got it crinkled up a bit. As long as he doesn't have wheel damage, that should be okay. Because now we have Kyle Vaught cycling to the lead. We have a bunch of folks on pit lane. Your leaders having made their pit stops. The 1 to 14, the 88. 88's off first. Mike Adamson would be the first. We're at lap 60 as these guys were coming in. And tonight, see if I can pull this up here.
I'm winning. Good job.
Tonight they should be able to run about 59 laps on a stint, so on a fuel tank. Mentioned they had 45% fuel, 2 sets of tires. They can run about 59 laps, so that's where we're at. We're at lap 60, so it made sense these guys were going to end up coming in now. Probably could have ran longer, but this was an opportunity to pit under yellow, which you certainly would rather do than going under green, because you're going to go about 2.5 laps down, depending on where you're running in the field. Right now, Kyle Vaught's choosing to stay out. Get some lead time here. Now, he's going to be on old tires compared to Mike Adamson, so I don't know how well this is going to work out for him. We'll see how well he's able to hold up. I got made a wait out there saying, part of me feels like I jinxed you, but then I heard about a lot of cautions on Monday night. Yeah, for sure. Here we go. We'll see if Kyle's going to hold off on this. And we're back underway. Kyle got a good jump there in the 16 machine. Exactly. He definitely needed that. 88's going to be chasing him down pretty quick here. He's on the outs. Oh, excuse me. You can see that closing rate. 14 coming around the outside here, too. That's Dustin Eaton. Really making some hay up top there. 88 does not want to let that 14 in front of him, because that is going to be a hard pass later on. He's able to clear him so far. Now he's looking to put 16 into second place. Another caution just came out, folks. That's our 7th of the night, involving Tom Barish, Aaron Warren, Michael Brooks, Rick Dobson, and Dion Jones.
I'm sorry, I was trying to stay out of everybody right there. That one's
And maybe Osborne, he's saying something about sorry on the radio. That could be for something different.
Nathan Mills back.
Take a quick look. So Tom Barish is that 35 machine right there, that blue and white 35. Saying that he was involved. It could have happened in front of him. It does happen in front of him. Looks like we had the 22 maybe up there. Where does this start? Oh, 81. So you did hear Osborne on the radio apologizing. So this makes sense now. We'll do it over kind of from the back end here. Osborne's in, Jonathan Osborne in the 81 machine right there, the black and silver. It's a little loose. You see it a little loose coming out of the corner. Runs a little high as the as the Hardy's machine's coming off of the wall. And they get together and they collect the 22. And then a few others from there. Who else gets a piece? 19 gets a piece. 35 gets a little bit. 085 as well, but not catastrophic. They were able to get their trucks loaded up before they got into the action there. Galvalt holds on to the lead, choosing not to go into the pit lane here. 68 laps complete. Let's see when he was last on pit lane. He went in on 33, so he hasn't been out there the whole time without getting fuel, but I doubt that he took tires at 33. Let's take a look. If he did, his pit time would have only allowed him to take 2 tires. So I'm pretty sure he didn't take any at that point. And we appreciate you guys tuning in tonight. We always want to see you on Wednesdays and Friday nights. If you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps out the channel, helps out these drivers. You want to support them. And hit that notification bell, because we do have special events that you don't want to miss out on. As we're making our way down the backstretch, getting ready to get back underway after our 7th caution of the night. The 16 will control the restart of this race, make his way through turn 4 right now once he gets to the restart zone. See if he gets a good launch this time again. Takes off pretty good there. Pretty clean restart here so far through the field. 88's really got a nose on him, more than a nose. He's side by side on the outside there. With those fresher tires, this should be a pretty easy pass. By the time we come out of this set of corners, in fact, I would probably bet that he's going to be forward of the 16, and he is. 88 back to the point. 16 trying to hold on here. Gain some track position, but he's being challenged at the moment by Dustin Wade. There you go, Amanda. Your man's back up front. Running in 3rd at the moment. Do have onboards. It's just been so much action here tonight. Haven't been able to get to him. As you see the onboard right now, this is Dustin Wade's in real life onboard. He's fighting. Get 2nd place away from the 16. 16's holding on pretty well. Kyle Vault, that is. Considering his tires are not as new as these guys, they're as fresh. One machine of Chris Gomes there waiting in the wings. Just licking his chops, so waiting for these drivers to get together as we have another caution. So that's going to leave 16 in 2nd. Dustin Wade will remain in 3rd, but a good recovery by that man after the spin early. Looking pretty calm at the moment. We'll see if we can back over here. Take a look. See that yellow flag was Gallagher, Alicia, Osborne, Everidge, Warren, Barish, Kilgore, Brooks, Jones, and Alicia. I read these off. It says indications they were involved, so even if they just got a little rub, that is why they would be indicated as being involved. So let's see how much carnage there actually was in this incident. Watching the 123 right there in that camouflage machine. Looks like this may be happening forward of him, and it is. Maybe the 38's involved there. So that's Gordon Spain. Dialed him up really quick. Here he is. Gordon Spain's in that wraps machine, that black machine, trying to get underneath the 01 of Kelly Kill. He's there.
I don't think the trucks are messed
Gets
up.
in just a little bit hot, maybe.
Feel like it is.
Didn't wrap the bottom there. He made the move. Kelly's turning in.
On the backside, left and right
Yeah.
side.
We'll see how that looks on the race report. I'm not going to look at all the angles here, but this is the start of it, the 38 and the 01. It's going to kind of go from there. You can see he's just piling in here. It's just so hard not to get into it. The 31 gets a piece. The 99, a little bit, not much. I think he's going to be okay. The 83, the 75 to Benfield. A little slight touch there, but trucks aren't entirely tore up there. They're going to be able to continue. Mike Adamson is your leader. Kyle Vaught holding on to second. Dustin Wade's in third. Chris Goins fourth. Now for your top 10, fifth place is Greg Klein. Tim Pope, I mentioned this before, up 14 spots in sixth. Dustin Eaton in seventh. And Andy Player, eighth. Scott Roney in ninth. Jack Dixon in 10th. That's your top 10. Lights around the top of the pace truck after our eighth caution. We're coming back to green.
I gotta get on the inside.
Now 16 is really going to be probably in a dangerous spot here, having been on the outside. See if he's able to hold strong. Here he gets a great jump. Great launch. Pretty clean through the field here. 68, Dustin Wade taking over second. Like I mentioned, Kyle Vaught's on that outside. Older tires than the rest of these guys. Able to get down into the third spot. Great job by that 16 to get in there. Now that he's slotted in, he is in a much better position to be able to defend this position.
Check up.
Like we got Shane Bacher maybe involved in something. No yellow at the moment. You have an onboard camera for Kyle tonight. See how focused he's looking there. Maybe we can get Taylor Provax out there in the chat. Hey, Taylor should go in there and distract him a bit. No, he's having a great run. Don't do that. He'd never forgive me. So doing a really good job. Up 14 spots so far, Kyle is tonight. I'm not going to leave this up for long because it's kind of blocking his view. He is there. I'm really impressed at the way he's able to keep those old tires competitive.
All right, Micah.
Hey, can you please mute me? Keep me muted, please.
Somebody's asking to be muted. I don't know if maybe they got a hot mic or something. All right, so see what we can get kind of lay of the land here. So far, so good. Who's that on the outside out there? Let's look. Oh, 13. It's Andy Player. Just got up out of the groove. Don't know if he had some help there. '81 and the 13 are fighting it out here for 10th. 84 laps complete, folks. Long way to go. Oh, we get a little blink out there of Andy Player. That's what happens whenever the driver blinks. He's back now. Blinking again. All right, we'll have to jump off of him. Here we go. If we make a quick run through the field for you. All right, there's your leader, Mike Adamson. Right now, at nearly a 2-second lead over second place, Dustin Wade. But Dustin's made an incredible recovery in his Fox 68 machine. 16, round run at third, holding strong. Chris Goins in number 1, fourth position. Greg Klein running fifth. Challenge is on for, looks like 14th, just took over. Actually, I don't think the 74 is on the same lap. Let me take a look. No, not at the moment. So Dustin Eaton is running in 6th, followed closely by Tim Pope at number 7. Scott Roney. Don't know why that went away. And the 023 is in 8th. There we go. 74. Michael Brooks.
Sorry, guys. I'm going as fast as I can.
He's lap down these guys. He's running in 31st at the moment. Got Jonathan Osborne in 9th. And then we got Rick again in 9th caution involving Scott Roney. Maybe Mike Everidge, Andrew Cawthon, and Gordon Spain. Let's go back and take a look. Here's Scott Roney in
Nice save, Andrew.
That 023 machine going into the corner.
I didn't save it. Hit the wall.
Oh, gets a little piece of the 7.
Well, you kept it moving forward. That was the important thing.
Like he was looking to force the issue a little bit there.
I guess.
Right on top of the roof cam here.
Race control's all over the place, guys.
Yeah. That was able to get away, but 023 wasn't. Pulls it in to get everybody out of everybody's way.
Let the 123 by. Yep, waiting on the 123.
That's good on him. That's what you call a gentleman driver, folks. Somebody who's not just going to pull back in a really reckless rejoin. That really hurts his position. You know, he could have pulled out there, but he could have really ruined somebody's night as well. So, great job, Scott Roney.
Can I get a black clear pass?
Under caution again for the 9th time tonight. A lot of takers on pit lane at the moment. Andrew Player, Kelly Kill, Aaron Warren, Kyle Vaught, Tim Pope, Greg Dobson, Scott Roney, Shane Bockler, Gallagher, Everidge, Mayberry, and Cawthon. And Dustin Wade is now on pit lane as well.
No problem, man.
Making his way down, looking to take advantage of this lap 91 caution. Actually, probably went to caution a little bit earlier. Watching the 68 get service on his machine there. And jump back up forward. Lights are out on top of the pace truck. We're about to get back underway. Oh, take that back. They're still on. So we got at least another. Let's see. He's going to turn them off here. And he does. So we're going back underway next time by.
I got it. I got a couple of back.
All right, he's off. And here we go.
Green flag, green flag.
Back it away. Mike launches within the restart zone. One gets pretty good start there. Not letting him get away, trying to get that right quarter panel. Gets in there, decides to slot in really quick in front of the 92. 14's making a good run on the outside. And does get around the 92. Taking over 3rd position, Dustin Eaton is. And that Ram factory-sponsored machine. Tim Pope involved in an incident along with Greg Dobson, Mike Everidge, and Michael Brooks. Tim was involved in that last one too, so let's take a quick look. 10th caution of the night, folks. Tim's in that 7 machine. May have happened in front of him. This is often the case. Oh, it did not. Happened right behind him. The 82 comes in, goes for the move, not quite pulling down far enough. Then he also gets turned. So the 82 and the 7 go around. 74 Chandler Paul. Excuse me, that's not Chandler Paul. That's Michael Brooks. So Michael Brooks in the 085 of Greg Dobson also involved a bit there. All right, so folks, I was kind of talking about next week, since we're not going to be racing an official race on Wednesday night, we are doing a money grab race. Yeah, Lori's out there putting all her creativity together on how she's going to get these boys to show up and go after some cash. So let's take a look at it here. We have 2 races next Wednesday. That's going to be the 8th of April, the normal time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you tune in. These 2 events is going to be an MX-5. If you've never seen these little machines, folks, they are a blast to watch and to race. But we're going to be at Langley Speedway. We're going to non-traditional places that we normally see within the Premiere Series here in different cars. So we're racing the MX-5s at Langley Speedway. That's going to be the first race starting at the normal time. And then immediately following that, we're going to run the SR8s. These are kind of really prototype sports car type machines, but not, but not high end. And we're going to race at USA International. That's going to be race number 2. And she's throwing $300 up on the table there. She's not telling us how she's splitting it up, but this is going to be the Easter Break Fun races. Unique car track combos, no damage. And it's going to be unscheduled comp cautions, surprise shenanigans. She's got other things up her sleeve she's not even going to tell me about. So we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to be a great time. I'm going to broadcast it all, so make sure you tune in and see what kind of fun we can have there on this week off in the regular season for NASCAR for the Easter break. And we're also taking the same break here in VRL. As you see the pace lights, or you don't see yet, now you see that the pace lights are out on top of that truck. It means we're going back to green here at the end of the 10th caution. Dustin Eaton edging forward there. I don't think he's the leader. He's going to be second, I think, as we're getting back underway. Adamson, Eaton, Klein, Osborne, top 4.
Green, green, green.
We're back underway. Adamson indeed did have the control. It's a good launch there. 14 looking to keep the 92 behind him. He stays up high. He prefers that high line and that momentum. Holding on so far. Let's see how it goes. Mike Adamson having an incredible run here tonight, but he is not going to go unchallenged from this 14 machine. Dustin Eaton racing with us out of Temple, Texas. Took a little break from the series, and now he is back and looking to make his point here at Martinsville tonight. He was supposed to be back last week. Apparently, Lori said he had some technical troubles with his new setup. And that's how he ended up not coming back until this week. But he is fast, and he is making his presence known. We got another yellow, which you can see on your screen there. 11th of the night. Going to involve Mike Everidge and Russ Kilgore. And here's Mike Everidge. He's right here in the 82. Can't see Russ Kilgore yet. Oh, right there he is. So this kind of started forward of him. It's like it's going to start with maybe the one machine in the 74.
We were kind of in just an uncontrolled slide at that point.
I don't know why I said Russ Kilgore. Maybe he got into it at the very end there. But this seems to start with Chris Gomes and Andrew Cawthon. And Chris Gomes is here in the Baskin-Robbins machine. He goes to go kind of the crossover type move. As you see, Kyle Vaught working on the 10 there. Get around 10, goes up high. One tries to dodge low. Doesn't quite get there. And then they just start bouncing off each other from there, folks. See here in the blimp. So nothing night ending, but certainly these drivers are going to start to get frustrated here as we're getting into this to the dog days or dog laps of this event. 103 complete, not quite halfway yet. While I have this quick break, I haven't went through all the cams I have yet, so let's see if we can do that, because I don't have one pulled up at the moment. So pull Kyle Vaught up there, put that spot, but let's take a look who we have here tonight. I mentioned we have 7. We're going to start off with the 01 machine. Kelly Kill. Kill's got 3 monitors set up there. We like that. Really great for visibility. A pretty good run. We're about to go back green here. At the 023 machine. Scott Roney. Get the driver out of the way. That's not who you're looking at. And Greg Dobson here in 085. As you see, the pace truck is pulling off here. We're going to stay on the leaders. We saw the 16.
Green, green, green.
We're back underway. 88 taking off good. Launch there in front of the 14.
All right, man. Caution.
We're right back under caution. 88's going to hold on to the lead. We also have Mr. Stoney Benfield, 75 machine, on board with him.
Trying to get off
Jonathan Osborne, the 81. Yeah, that should be all your cameras so far for the night.
Do we gotta wait on them there?
Let's see what brought up this 12th caution. So looks like we're on pace, Lori, for what you saw on Monday. We had half the laps for that mock race, and we hit 14 cautions. Right now, we're sitting at 12. Yellow flag comes out here. Really don't see what causes this. Maybe Deion Jones, because it shows him entering pit lane, but he could have just been taking advantage of pit lane being open.
no worries, man. I don't think either one of us got any.
Oh, see the 38 machine kind of sideways there. Maybe that was what it was. That's Gordon Spain in the 38. Stop popping out to me immediately here. See, just kind of get sideways, but it looks like they're already under caution at the moment. I don't know what brought that one out, folks. I'm not going to keep digging too much. All right, for anybody out there watching hasn't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Helps us out tremendously. And if you're interested in joining the grid, this is Wednesday night's series. The Vigilante Racing League has two series, one on Wednesday night, which is this right here, the Vigilante Premiere Series. Race every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time, whether it's daylight or otherwise. This is how you can contact us via Facebook or Discord. We do not accept anything through iRacing. You have to talk to us via Facebook or Discord. Don't be alarmed when you go into the Discord channel. It is really not anybody in that one because it's a screening channel. But for either of these series, it's the same connection with Lori. Get in touch with our race admin via Facebook or Discord that you see on your screen right now. Coming back around to get underway here. We're back green. 88 gets another good launch. Dustin Way starting to time it out a little bit better, though. See, he gets to his outside, and we're under yellow again for the 13th time. Andrew Coffin, Jesse Redding may be involved.
Come on, good.
See Coffin in a 10 machine right there. Jesse Redding's right in front of him in the 21. Oh, he gets a little tap from the 82 as they're entering. Just a little difference in braking points here. And 10 goes right into the left rear of the 21, puts him in the outside wall. When you see this happen, this is not intentional, folks. This is just like, you know, people have different braking points. You're trying to anticipate what the guy in front of you is going to do. You need to get, oh, see the 10 clip the 29 there.
Yeah, player got relocated.
13 cautions. So back what I was saying, so tonight is the Premiere Series, but then on Friday nights, if you're not looking for Craftsman truck action and you want to jump into ARCA car, you can join the Vigilante Vanquish Series. Both these series are pretty well packed. We got 30, 35 plus drivers in each and every week, but we always could add a few more. We keep it open to about 42, traditional number for NASCAR. The Vanquish Series, like I said, Friday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join the grid, get in touch with Lori via this Facebook or Discord link. It's the same for both of the series. Get in touch with us. She'll take a look. She'll talk to you. See if you're a good fit. We're looking for people who want to have clean racing as much as you can. We see competitive racing. You see a lot of kind of action here tonight. You don't normally see this at the larger tracks. This short track format just kind of lends itself to small mistakes turning into, you know, spins. But generally speaking, many of the races we run pretty much with just a few cautions, if any. You see the lights right on top of the pace truck. We're going to get back underway again and see if we can get some green flag racing here. Going down the back stretch. You're going to see at the end of this stretch the pace truck pull off and handing over control again back to Mike Adamson, who has led pretty much the entirety of this race. Getting their way through 3 and 4. Coming to the restart zone.
Green, green, green.
Gets a good launch. 14 even better. Anticipation this time by the 14. He is there on the outside, folks. He's looking to challenge for this lead. And like I mentioned before, 88, he does not want to have this happen because getting around the 14 is going to be a tall task. Another caution here. Gordon Spain perhaps involved according to the little telltale sign here. $14's really getting it locked down. He's getting an opportunity to see, okay, what are the tendencies of Adamson? You know, is he going early in the box? Is he going late? He's just getting, you know, really a good opportunity here to be able to anticipate that restart, and it's really starting to pay off for him. Take a look and see what happens with Gordon Spain. All right, Gordon Spain's there in that wraps machine, the black truck you see right in front of you. Little piece of the wall there, no big deal. That's not the caution. Oh! Kyle Vaught just nails him in the left rear. Man, he just didn't see that coming, I guess. And maybe Gordon getting into that outside wall, maybe him thinking, well, do I have damage? Does he brake early? Looks like he does brake early. And Kyle did not expect that. If anything else was happening before that went down. I think this is just Gordon being a little bit conservative, not thinking, hey, am I going to be able to get in here without locking it up? Gets a little piece of the wall here. They're already running fast, and then gets a shot right there to the left rear. If we can get a quick word with Kyle Vaught on this. Actually, I don't see him in his normal channel here. Oh, I see him now. Hey, Kyle, down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Yeah, what's up, Pop?
Hey, man. All that action between you and the 38 there. I don't know if he decided to break a little bit earlier. What went on from your perspective?
No, it felt like my stuff locked up, and you know how my pedals a couple weeks ago, like it would either stay on the brake or stay in the gas, and it was like he got in front of me, and it felt like my car all of a sudden just went full send when I was pressing the brake, and it felt like I locked up, and yeah, it sucked. I hate that happened. It's already been a disaster out here. Hell, I can talk to you while we race because another caution will happen in a minute. It's not like it matters. But all in all, I'm having fun. Aside from that, I hated that, but and it sucks running caution laps, but I feel pretty comfortable out here tonight.
Well, yeah, we're watching a restart here. Mike Adamson gets a great jump there on the inside line. Gets clear of the 14 this time. We did see you up front there, Kyle, for a long time, having a great run on what appeared to be old tires. How were you able to pull that off?
Hope and I decided to go in a little earlier.
Oh, the 14's going around. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Watch out front.
Wow.
I saw you scoot by on the inside there. Maybe I was able to help you out a little bit. That's a spotter.
That was nuts. I can't believe I dodged that. Like the Matrix, baby. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was good.
Earlier to try to flip some stuff around, and it worked out to our advantage. Looks like everybody's going in now. I'm not going to go in. I'm going to stay out. Yeah, no, I'm going to stay out again. Everybody else, they're probably getting their fresh tires now. I got my tires the last time I went in, so I'm going to stay up here and see how I can do on old tires and hopefully just run it out.
All right, well, let's leave you up here for a minute. Let me kind of get the folks caught up while we're sitting here. That's like George Rincon. A whole bunch of people were involved in this. Let's go take a look. The 14 is pretty much where it starts at. See if I can find him real quick here on the board as everybody's just moving all over the place now on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's hitting the pit lane. Yeah, here we go. Dustin
Lucky dog on the high side.
Eaton. Looks like he's going to have on his inside Greg Klein at 92. Dustin goes out there. 92's there. 92 just gets in there. A little bit of a better run off the corner than the 14 does. And then it hits that spin button, you know, the very corner of your left side. If you hit that, that's an auto spin.
Yep.
And that's what happens right here
Man,
to the 14. And then it just
They
goes
barely
from
made it
there.
out.
I see you right there on the inside. You got Chris Goins, you and Chris Goins shooting around on that left-hand side along with the 22, the 085, and the 19. Somebody was over on their side there. Who was that? That looks like it's going
That
to...
sucks. I always try to see who is involved in the wreck, but in that moment when you're trying to just drive through, oh man, unless it's like some different colors, some paint schemes, you know. But it's like a blur, man. I don't know what's going on.
The Stony Benfield is the one that goes over on his left side. He's trying to check up, and then he gets tagged from the rear. Lucky that he just kind of fell back over on his wheel so he could drive away from that.
I want to know if all those people who just pitted got tires or if they just topped off on fuel. I still got 43 laps of fuel. So.
Yeah, you're sitting there right now. The Killy Kill's in front. Going to be your leader here. We're about to get underway. Good luck, and let you go.
Hey, thanks. Can you drop me into the Porsche?
I will.
All right, thanks,
Good luck.
Bob. Thanks.
Green flag, green flag.
And they're back underway, folks. Killy Kill gets a great jump. Kyle is able to hold on the outside so far. The 023 Scott Roney there in third. And Aaron Warren right now challenging along with Scott. Well, Jack Dixon just came out of nowhere. I almost said Scott Dixon. Caution's back out. Jack got up to a third position. See, Jack was just on pit lane at 112. It didn't get any tires on that one. This is 16th caution in 126 laps. And we'll go back and see what happens with this one. This may turn out to, hey, when do I hit pit lane? Most likely it's going to turn out that way. When did I get gas last? And do I have fresh tires towards the end? This last yellow, Tom Barris and Deion Jones may be involved. Let's take a look. This is Tom Barris you see right in front of you in this blue and the white truck. Okay, looks like this starts with the 4 machine up there, Deion Jones. And it does. Deion and maybe the 1.
Coming high.
Slight bit of net code.
Dog on the outside.
Ends up sending the 4 around. Everybody does a really good job of dodging this. That's incredible. These are great drivers, folks. These are just these small little, like I said, miscalculations because of the nature of short track racing. We knew that Martinsville was going to be a challenge. This league tends to race really well at Bristol. So in 2 weeks, you're going to see Bristol, the High Banks Coliseum there. We'll see how that works out. Kelly Kill now up front. In his 01 machine. Kelly Kill down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
Hey, I got you.
Hey, man. Up front. Up 11 spots.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You were running fast at the beginning of this race, too.
Yeah, I know. So, kind of worried. I still got trucks up here with old tires. I'm still on my original tires here, so we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. I don't want to distract you too much. You got a little less than a lap before you go back to green. Just want to get a quick word with you and say, hey, man, good luck.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Jess.
Yeah, man. I'll drop you back down. See you soon.
Yep, see ya.
That 01 machine is we're going back to green here in a minute. Riding on board with him. He's going to control this restart coming out of turn 4.
Green flag, green flag.
There we go. Gets a good jump on the 16 and the 48 of Dixon. When you start through the field. 48's going to come through here. I think the 48 may have fresher tires than these other leaders, the 01 and the 16. But one right now has a 0.6 advantage on him. Your leader races with us out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Been with this series for its entirety. So going on 6 years now. Great run here tonight. Up 11 spots, having started in 12th position. .48's not really tracking him down now, though. That clean air is going to suit that number 1 machine, as he's expanded his lead up to 1 second now. You can see this hornet's nest back here. A lot of inline, but you have these battles here, like between the 88 and 82 here. Oh, they touch. The 1 is looking to get in here as well. That's Chris Gomes. He's watching this battle between the 82 and the 88. 88 of Mike Adamson led almost the entirety of the first part of this race. Now finds himself mired out of the mid-pack traffic towards the front, though, in 9th. Having went ahead and completed that pass on the 82. And you got the 99 machine, Albert Anderson, coming in here in that Pennzoil machine in 12th. He started 18 positions back, folks. So he's having a good run so far. We'll see if that's part of the, okay, am I going to pit here and not pit here, or if he's actually up here for speed. It looks like he's up here for speed, though, in my estimation. While we're talking about Albert, let's talk about the fact that Albert sponsors this series and the Friday Night Series with his company Tow Call. And we appreciate him for doing that. But let's take a look. Tow Call, if you live in the Washington, D.C. metro area, you find yourself in need of a jump, a tow, a lockout, or a tire change, get in touch with this company, Tow Call. Albert's people will be out there with fast and friendly service and get you back on your way. You can reach them via their email, towcallroadside@gmail.com. Again, that's all together, towcallroadside@gmail.com. And again, we really appreciate the fact that Albert and he supports this series, both series, and the league as a whole. All right, got some pretty good running here. Don't want to jinx that. Maybe these guys are looking to have some green flag racing here. Being a little bit more cautious as we're taking a look. You see Dustin Eaton also, who ran up front most of the night, making his way back towards the front, really using that outside line, going where they're not, and making good use of it, maintaining his momentum. Tonight he's running that base Ram factory-sponsored machine. With, it's like maybe Maconi setup shop on the side of it. A little combo there. Nope, I don't think that's Maconi. Nothing stops a Ram, I think is what it says. A little piece of the wall there, sporting a little bit of damage, but still nonetheless making his way back towards the front right now in 15th. 140 laps complete. Little bumper tag between 28 and 19 there, right in front of him. A little communication. Hey, I want to get by. Okay, you're not going to let me by. Okay, a little more communication. Still not letting, I'm faster than you. Maybe a bit more communication where you move them up a groove and then try to get underneath them. Now, you have to be really good at doing that, or else you find yourself wrecked along with the person you were communicating with. Kelly Kill holding on to this lead up front. Out to a 2-second advantage over Jack Dixon. Now looking to put the 023 machine a lap down. That's Scott Roney.
You betcha, buddy.
Sorry, Gordon.
Yeah, 01 doing a good job here, expanding his lead. He gave a little bit back right there as he's making the pass. Having a good run here so far. We can go through the field really quick. Your leader, Kelly Kill, Jack Dixon, and at Holiday Inn. I may not be a real NASCAR driver, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night and run in second. Jacob Alicia, I haven't talked a lot about any sports of significant damage on the front end there. Jacob always fast wherever we go, up 19 spots, running in third. I think he did. Let's see, did he start with a penalty tonight? He did not. So he's up here now, making his presence known. Greg Klein here in fourth, been up front all night. Followed closely by that 88 machine. We talked about him. He led a lot of this race. He's showing why. He's cutting through the traffic right now. Currently running in fifth. Kyle Vaught stayed out there on his old tires, hanging on pretty well. Running in the sixth position. Jonathan Osborne running in seventh. Loves tapping that wall. Looks like we may have another caution involving Gordon Spain, Scott Milner. Just as I start to go through the field for you folks. Wouldn't you know it? Another caution. Let's take a look and see what happened. Gordon Spain's right there in the 38 machine in front of you. Scott Milner 19 behind.
I was really trying to do that without touching that area. Sorry, a little tap there.
Ooh, starts with, looks like Kevin Hunt in the 434 machine. Kevin races with us out of Danville, Virginia. Again, gets in there just a little hotter than the truck in front of him, and that's what happens. 19, incredible job for the 19 to stop without just slamming into the 38. Everyone else, in fact, being able to do that. Come off the corner here. You're riding on board with Scott Milner. And there it is. Look at him. He's able, I mean, he's saving himself damage, saving the 38 damage, and able to continue his race. Great job. 01 taking this opportunity to hit pit lane. Just now coming off. It's going to come off in 16th position. That's going to hand the lead over to Jack Dixon in that Holiday Inn machine, number 48. Albert Anderson out there saying, wow, this is wild, and saying hello to his sisters as well. Hello, Anderson clan. Let's see where Albert is. Albert's running in the 8th position, up 22 spots so far. In that Shell Pennzoil machine. It's a good looking ride right there. I do like it. Easy to see. That's what Lori likes about trucks. She wants to be able to pick you out of a crowd on the track. I tended to run like dark greens or black trucks when I was racing, and she didn't like that ever. I started running like I guess Mobil 1 type paint schemes, you know, primarily white, and she loved that because she could pick me out of a crowd. We're going to jump back up front here. Looks like we're going to go back green this time. 150 laps already complete. We're going to go back to green as we start lap 151. For my sound engineer Lori out there, if you listen, why don't you test your on-screen and make sure that thing is still working, your streamer bot. As you see that pace truck pull into pit lane, handing over control to the 48. He's going to come around here, start within the restart zone, which is the blue box on the wall there you see.
Green flag, green flag.
Launches pretty early. Has Jacob Alicia there running second on his outside, but Greg Klein may have the advantage going into turn one. Alicia really sends it there on the outside, looking to try to hang on to that right rear fender. Still sending it to hold on to perhaps second place, which is where he restarted at. 92 is looking to try and get around him here. It's going to be a battle right here. There it goes, testing. Lori's making sure that that's working. So you see that on the screen. That's coming from the race admin. That doesn't come from me. And it looks like Alicia is going to hang on. Maybe. Nope. At the time of caution, the 92 was forward of Jacob Alicia. So Greg Klein is able to hold on and now gain that spot for the restart. Yellow flag came out for an incident involving Scott Milner and looks like perhaps Scott Roney and Stoney Benfield. Let's take a look. All right, we're looking at Milner here in that orange, number 19, orange and yellow. Oh, this is going to be like maybe 434. So Kevin Hunt there again, involved in this one. Just gets in there hotter than a 19. Gets away, 19. Hold on to it. Oh, 68 gets a piece right there. Dustin Wade Everyone else doing pretty good evasive there. 75 gets into the wall, but doesn't really kill it.
I need a Gatorade bottle too. I got a pee.
These guys will be able to continue. Jack Dixon holds on to the lead. Like I said, Greg Klein's now going to be in second. Mike Adamson in fourth. Let's see if we got anybody hitting pit lane here. Do have some already on pit lane. Greg Dobson, John Shanebachler, Dustin Wade, Scott Roney, Gaines, Brooks, Gordon Spain, Milner, Barish, all on pit lane right now. And Andy Players had a pretty rough night. Down 17 spots, running 28th. Like he's the last truck running right now. Back up forward here.
I am a little cold. I'm fitting to let it rip.
Hey, Jonathan Osborne, sound in the booth, but you got me.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Hey, man, running well in fifth. I'm going to let you go pretty quick, man. You feeling good?
Yes, sir, I sure am. Haven't put tires on it yet. Next time I pit, I'll throw a set of tires on it.
First time, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, good luck. You're running great. We'll see if we can see you on the podium.
Alrighty, thank you.
Yeah, man.
Put it on the row.
Want to get a quick word with him. We're going to go back underway right here.
Green, green, green.
Jack Dixon's going to get away pretty good. Oh, you saw a little bit of action there in the background, but they were able to hold on to it. Being Mike Adamson and company. 81's right here trying to get up underneath him. I just talked to Jonathan Osborne, falling into fourth place. Two by two, basically from sixth on back, and more like eighth, I guess, as they go three wide here. That was going to be Albert Anderson, three wide with the 16 and the 92.
Sorry, Albert.
And he's able to get away, shoots away from the 16. Mike Evers comes in here. Oh, that's pretty close there between him and the 16, 82 and 16. This is what you're seeing, probably the difference in tires, old versus new here. You heard Jonathan say, Osborne, that is an 81. He hasn't taken tires yet. And we're nearly 160 laps into this event. Get pretty strung out here. Single file, they're going to race for individual positions. We are looking at Kelly Kill here, running along with Kevin Hunt and the 28. May have a battle here in a moment. Hunt's looking to lose that high line as well. Kind of like we saw the 14 doing. Kelly's in 11th position right now, just behind George Rincon. Anybody who's watched this for any period of time knows that that's going to be a battle. Getting past that, man, especially short track, you will have earned it. 82 is trying to get around the 16. He's on the inside of him. 16 trying to fight back, but really loose up there on the top. Still working it, though. Able to slide in behind the 01. Maybe stop the bleeding for the moment. Settling out in 11th, but I don't think so. Like Kevin Hunt may have fresher tires looking to work on him. Back up front, Jack Dixon still has the lead. However, Alicia is looking to get around him. It looks like he has the position. 48's going to fight back on the outside. Alicia's able to go ahead and affect that pass. So as Mike Adamson also comes through. Back up to second. Having led most of this race, he's back up at the top of the leaderboard. Minus one position. He's in the penultimate position, looking to take more. See the 31 get a little loose out of the corner. 81, I'm sorry, the 88 as well. Be a good battle here. 88 might have a run out of the corner. Oh, 31 gets into the wall as well. Here comes the 88. Maybe going to go for it. He does. He gets down on the inside of him. 31's going to fight back on the outside.
That's the last week, Aaron. Go ahead.
88's got the pass. Mike Adamson back to the point.
I was just trying to fill up the rearview mirror and make you sweat, buddy. I was.
Great job. I mean, Adamson went in and got tires and fuel at one point. Really buried himself in traffic. Kept the fenders on it. Dodged some of the carnage. Just made his way back up to the front here, showing his dominance here at Martinsville tonight. See if we can't go through the field here. Start with your leader, Mike Adamson, right here.
Go ahead, John.
That 88 Mopar machine. Top of the leaderboard. Next up, Jacob Alician, the 31. He's sporting some damage there. Don't know that's hurting him a lot. Certainly fast. Chris Goins in the number 1 machine, running 3rd. Jack Dixon. Holiday in 48 is in 4th. Followed closely by Jonathan Osborne at Daystar 81 machine. And Dustin Eaton's back up to the front here, top 6, running in that position. Albert Anderson up 23 positions so far in the 7th position, just in front of Hard Charging 92 there, but that's Greg Klein. He's not on the same lap, so that wouldn't be for position. Next position is going to be the 28, who's running in 8th, just behind the 28 machine, excuse me, the 92 machine. And Kelly Cole back up towards the front in 9th. Mike Evers knows that truck's looking a little worn, but right now he's running in 10th, up 16 spots out of Melbourne, Kentucky. Kyle Vaught, same kind of thing. The right front of that truck is looking pretty wore out. He's running 11th, though, having a good positive run so far. Kevin Hunt, the 434 machine looks pretty good. Running in 12th, up 13 spots. Knoxville, Iowa's Jesse Redding in the 21 machine in 13th position. Up 6 so far. That nose of his truck's looking like it's had some battle scars as well. Aaron Warren at 22 out of Jasper, Alabama. Looking to make this pass on the 21 with 13th. Right behind him, Jason Gaines looking to go maybe for a 2-fer there. Running 15th, up 12 spots so far. Tony Benfield in the 81175 machine. Up 13 spots, running at 15th right now. Kyle Vaught making his way on pit lane now. Dave Mayberry running at 17th in the Ignition number 29. And Greg Dobson at 085. Phoenix out of Newmarket, Ontario, Canada in the Phoenix Racing Machine. Running 18th. Here's Dustin Wade, man. His truck's looking pretty beat up there on the front end, too. Don't know if it's enough to really affect his speed. He's running in the 19th position right now. Michael Brooks in the 74 is in 20th. 023 of Roney. Yeah, he's really looking beat up on that machine as well. Don't know that we really checked out Roney's on board tonight. He's got the green or the blue glow going tonight. Kind of a rough one with that 023 Fireball machine right now. Greg Klein running in 23rd. He's up there with the leaders, but he's a lap down to him. Got Mill in the 19s running 24th. Kyle Vaught went in the pits like I mentioned, and he came out. Now he's 25th. Andy Plater running in 26 machine. Of Concord, New Hampshire. Andrew Cawthon's on pit lane. Tom Bearish and others are now out of the race. See if Andrew Cawthon's still here. Yep, he's on pit lane right now. Mike Allison's still holding on and showing the way up front.
Take the inside here, top.
Putting trucks a lap down. He just passed the 12 machine. Shane Bachler. So Mike's really got this place figured out, folks. He mentioned to me in another event that he actually changed up his driving style just a bit, really his footwork, which may be paying off for him a little bit. You know, we do a lot of road course sports car racing here in this league. He does that with us. He's part of those sports car teams, so we do a lot of left and right hand turns on road courses. And he's changed up his footwork in that respect. And I've heard a lot of comparisons within NASCAR, at least, that short track racing and road course racing are kind of similar. You know, the amount of braking you have to do, the techniques that you use. So that may be paying dividends tonight for Mr. Mike Adamson. All right, 82 laps. We're getting down to the nitty gritty. It looks like we're having some decent runs here. Mike Evers is on pit lane along with Andrew Cawthon. Going in for some pit stops here. And right now, Adamson is enjoying nearly a second lead over Alicia. Chris Gomes trying to make up the difference there. And third, Dustin Eaton is running in fourth. And then we're riding on board right now with Chris Gomes. And his Baskin-Robbins #1 machine races out of Charlotte, North Carolina. Usually runs a High Tide Hospitality machine, but we're choosing the Baskin-Robbins tonight. See if we can go over here and go on board with Jonathan Osborne for a couple laps and see how it's going for him. Jonathan's running 8th position right now. See, you don't get a lot of on throttle time here. As soon as you get kind of rolling here, get your speed up. Next thing you know, you're coming down. Let's take a look at the dashboard. Let's see how fast they're going down this front stretch here. See a little dash in the right-hand corner. Let's see his highest speed. 110, 115, 20. Nope. I want to say I saw 110. I don't know what you guys saw. Maybe 15. Check it out here. Oh, yeah. I saw 116. So that's pretty fast down such a short little. This place is only like 0.53 of a mile. So just over half a mile is what they're racing here. Got some good green flag racing going on right now. You're riding on board. As you see now, Jonathan Osborne is going to hit pit lane in real time here. Watch him take his pit stop. He mentioned he hadn't taken any tires. So I'm sure he's definitely going to take them here now. He's going to be hoping and praying that there's no caution, because he's going to be a lap or two down here when you go in on green. You going to take tires here? Don't see anything happening right now. Yes, he's taking tires. Getting those left sides now. See him take off.
No, you're good.
All right, now he's dropped to 20th, but he's laps down to the leader. So what he doesn't need right now is a caution. You have other people on pit lane as well. Now you have Mike Adamson, your leader, coming off pit lane. George Rincon has now inherited and taken over the lead. See how this works out. So far, so good. You see that the 88 is just barely able to stay in front of the leader. 88 is running at 14th at the very tail end of the lead lap here. George Rincon looking to try and put him down a lap. Now George Rincon is going to hit pit lane. Caution is out. I don't know that that's good for some people. They were going through a green flag pit cycle here. This is probably going to catch some of the drivers a lap down. Jonathan Osborne maybe being one of them that I talked about there. He did not need a caution to come out. Now, a lot of these guys are going to be able to take the wave around, but that means they're still starting at the tail end, or not necessarily the tail end, but certainly in the back, and they will not be able to pass any lap cars that are in front of them. So those who are not but one lap down have already taken their pit stop. Will be able to wave around, assuming all the leaders go in front of him. And Kelly Kill was leading. He's on pit lane. So is Aaron Warren. Tony Benfield right there. Gordon Spain. Dave Mayberry. Dobson, Wade, Brooks. All these trucks probably had not hit pit lane yet. As you see Shane Blocker coming in as well. Now, just as the caution came out, George Rincon was on pit lane. This may have worked out for him because he was legally on pit lane when the caution came out. We'll see if he inherits the lead here. He's going up the leaderboard right now. He should be passing Kelly Kill, who's on pit lane right there to his inside. Kelly comes out. Kelly may gonna tell him to get out in front of him here. So Kelly Kill may be your leader.
Yeah, that caution's all over the weird time.
This is what happens when you're going through a green flag pit cycle. It gets a little convoluted, folks. We try to work through it with you. See what happens. Now, you might see Lori may have to extend this caution. It's been so convoluted. She may have to extend it to make sure these guys get lined up properly. Let's go see if we can take a look at where the pace truck is.
I didn't even pass it.
Right, it's thinking I'm in front of these cars that are around me. It's making me let everybody.
Oh yeah, I can hear the drivers talking right now. This is very convoluted. Your leader is right there. And you can see he's not even behind the pace truck.
Every time we start entering the pit cycle, then the caution comes out and screws everybody.
I was already out when the caution came in. I don't know what the fuck it's doing for real.
See if we can find the pace. There we go. These guys going around. So they're getting waved around. Kelly Kill should now close up in and behind.
I'm probably going to need a black clear for some.
All right, man. Like back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not going green.
Okay, Lori does extend that because they were not going to get lined up. You want to make sure that this is fair for all these drivers. Just kind of one of those things. It's such a short track. iRacing have like a set number of pace laps that they do for a caution. And sometimes it catches drivers, especially at the back of the field, or if you're trying to get a wave around, certainly catches them off guard. So she threw that caution, or not a caution, she threw an extra lap in this caution to allow these competitors to get lined up properly. So we have an orderly restart here. As you're going to see this pace truck probably go right back in. Here he goes. You see on the track map, everybody's pretty much closed up now.
I've got another black.
Kelly Kill's going to control this.
Green flag, green flag.
He gets a launch there over the 28. Got that 88 machine. Mike Adamson looming. That man has led most of this race and is very hungry for a victory here. Season 14. Take a look. I think, the 29 is taking a good look there. May get to him. A little bit of a nudge. Not quite enough to move him up out of the groove. Still hanging tough there, the 01 is. 28's right in his tracks. And looking here, yes, Mike Adamson is definitely hungry for a win. He's been running well. He's running in 9th right now in the overall standings. But would love to have top step of the podium here tonight, having had such a strong run. With 25 laps to go left in this event, folks. Kelly Kill's out front, being dogged by the 28 of George Rincon. George also, these top 3 drivers you have not won a race this season. That's Kill, good enough, and Mike Adamson. Tony Benfield is the first one in 4th who did win just last week. You got Aaron Warren, Greg Dobson, Dave Mayberry, Gordon Spain, Michael Brooks. All have not won. Your top 9, with the exception of Stony Benfield, have not won a race this season. These are some hungry drivers. And you're going to see no pass is going to be easy. Actually, maybe I'll just leave that up there for you guys so you can see how spread out they're getting or not. George's just working methodically here. He's got 24 laps to get it done. Kelly Kill's just looking, hey, man, I can hang on, get a good run. All 28's going to get a good run here. And Rincon's out front. So also, I'm looking here. George Rincon has fresher tires than Kelly Kill does. Caution's back out. Mike Adamson also not on the freshest tires. Tony Benfield in fourth. Looks like he took tires on that last stop at lap 193. Watch out for that man. He just snuck up and he bit him at Darlington and won last week because he was fast. He was methodical. And it seems like he's in that same kind of position here tonight. But again, Mike Adamson's kind of like the guy who's been leading this whole thing. You saw this past week
What lap number is the leaders on?
in real life, you saw a driver who sat there and led the whole race in Denny Hamlin. But in the end of the day, once that 9 got around him, 9 just did a good job of Chase Elliott was able to hold on to it. Oh, we see Mike Adamson hitting back on the pit lane with only 21 laps to go. I'm kind of surprised about this. I may have missed something. I'm surprised to see him take this move. 20 laps to go. It's not going to be easy to get back up in the pit in striking distance. Mike Adamson on pit lane. Got John Shanebacher, Dixon, Milner, Andy Player, got Roney. They're all in pit lane. George Rincon has the lead of this race with Kelly Kill in second, Stoney Benfield in third, Greg Dobson fourth. Great run Greg's having tonight. Dave Mayberry's in fifth position. Gordon Spain sixth. Seventh is Michael Brooks. Albert Anderson eighth. Jacob Alicia ninth. And in 10th place, Dustin Eaton. And it looks like all the drivers from third place down to ninth have 4 fresh tires. Going to be like about 18 laps to go here. They should stack up in a moment. Once they come around to the start-finish line, you'll see the pace lights go out, which means indicates 1 lap to go before we go by the green. So we'll probably be about 17 to go by the time we get a green flag here. Wow, I mean, this has been. I've been a little bit of mad. 20th caution, folks. That's a lot of cautions. I kind of joked that I had 14 on Monday night. If we doubled that, because we was going double the distance, we're looking at like 28. Man, I hope we don't get to 28. That's a lot of cautions in 18 laps. See, Lori talking about we may run out of time if we have too many more cautions. We'll see how it goes here. Everybody's trying to get lined up back there. Control of the race has been turned over to that 28.
Green flag, green flag.
Here we go. 28 takes off. Gets a good launch over the 01. He's got 75. I mentioned Stoney Benfield's going to be there. Maybe in striking distance. Going to go to second here. Tony has fresher tires than that 01. Going to be able to get by. 01's really working hard there on the outside. I don't think he's going to have the tire, though, to be able to hold off the 75. We'll see. He does so far. Oh, he goes to go for the inside.
All right, man.
Cuts the nose off. He goes around. That's terrible for the 01. He had a great night going. Benfield is now up to second. Fresh tires. I think he's on equal, basically. Maybe 1 lap fresher.
You said 14.
And your current leader, George Rincon.
From the bottom. Kelly, I think you came down on me, buddy.
I said good avoid 14.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's see where he came out. Kelly Kill drops to 21st.
Yeah, I got you done. It's all good.
Like Addison mentioned, we saw him go in pit lane. I was surprised at that. He's now in 17th. I just don't know that he's going to be able to get back up front, folks. At these short tracks, sometimes it does come down to, how did the luck work out for you? When did you go in? You could take a chance and it works out for you where you end up front. But at the same time, it could also bury you in traffic.
Looking out high.
So with just to add a little more attention to all this, if we're running down low on time, Lori's watching that. That means that if we run out iRacing will give them, hey, one more lap to go. And then you better be out front if you want to win this race. So these guys are going to be fighting hard to have their nose out front at the moment of that white flag. Now, there's a possibility also for overtime, especially a short track like this. This league only provides the opportunity for one overtime if that does occur. 21 cautions tonight. That's a lot. Just start stacking them up here. Go back green. Here we go. Now it's going to be the tale of two tails here. You know, who's got the better tires? Who's got the better launch? Who can get around this joint here? You got the top four. George Rincon, Stoney Benfield, having won already this season, last week in fact. Greg Dobson in third, and Gordon Spain in fourth. None of these drivers have won so far. Albert Anderson sitting there in the 5th position. And right now, he is your points leader with 2 wins on the season. So he's looking to expand that as we're getting ready to get underway here. Back into the restart zone. Good jump by Rincon there in the 28. When you start through the field. Oh no! And 75 gets turned by Greg Dobson. I don't know if that was a cut down or what that was. We'll take a look real quick. Dobson has a run. He's kind of on the inside there. Really breaks a little bit late. Hard to say. We'll take a look here from the roof cam of Albert Anderson. Yeah, he doesn't wrap the bottom there. Doesn't quite get low enough under the 75, and they have a slight contact, which sends the 75 around. Unfortunate. That's going to put Benfield back towards around 20th. Not a lot of damage, but getting that track position. Oh, man, you saw somebody just barely miss him there. Getting that track position back is not going to happen with just a few or handful of laps to go here. All right, George Rincon is looking to hang on for victory here tonight, but look who's behind him. Your points leader, Mr. Albert Anderson, having already scooped up 2 wins this season. Would love to make it a 3rd victory here in season 14. But here, this short track, where it's so hard to just survive the race, let alone go out here and win it. You got him sitting there in 2nd. Michael Brooks, not having won this season, in 3rd. Gordon Spain in 4th. And Jacob Alicia is back up here in the mix in 5th place. 6th place is Dave Mayberry, Dustin Eaton 7th. Jason Gaines 8th. Kyle Vaught 9th. And Jonathan Osborne rounds out your top 10. Good to see Kyle back up in here. See if he's able to make some hay before the end of this thing, as we're going to be about 6 laps to go. When we take the green, we will be 6 laps to go. Don't know that we're going to make it to the end here without another caution. Well, here's hoping. But I may be hoping beyond hope, folks. George Rincon is going to control this. Once he gets to that blue, kind of a light blue on the wall there, that's the restart zone. He can go at any time.
Green, green, green.
And we're back underway. He takes the green. It's a good jump on the 99. Very nice, slots into 2nd there with Gordon Spain right there behind him. A little bumper tag behind these guys. 6 laps to go. See if the 99 has any tire advantage here. Does not. These guys are on equal footing on the tires. In fact, George Rincon has 1 lap fresher tires. 5 to go. That's looking pretty good for that 28 machine. Going through there smooth, just wrapping the bottom. Anderson may be just biding his time here. Looking for an opportunity. There's a little bit of slide there getting into that corner. Loses a bit of ground. 4 laps. All George Rincon wants to see is that white flag. If he gets the white flag, the next flag will end this race. Whether it's the checker or the yellow. All right, that closes back in. Three laps. These are going by fast, folks.
Drake, take it under.
2 laps to go, coming to 1. This is what the 28 wants to see. Can he get there? Half a lap. White flag in the air. George Rincon's coming around to try and win this thing. Well, down the backstretch, not really much of a challenge here from 99 as they hit 3 and 4. He gives it a dive. Not quite there. And coming out of 3 and 4, the 28 machine. George Rincon's going to win this race here at the small paper clip here at Martinsville, Virginia. Great job by the 28 machine, having come up 8 spots from 9th to win this race here tonight. Out of the Goodweiser shop. Outstanding race there for George Rincon and winning it.
Good win, George. Thank you.
Thanks. Thanks, glad that's over.
See if he gives us a little burnout here.
It's definitely a long one. Give it about 5 minutes. Grab yourself a bottle of water, bathroom break, whatever you need there. We'll do some race review here soon.
Good win, George.
George races with us out of Cumming, Georgia. Really tight track here to do a burnout at. He's going to see if he's going to give us a little burnout.
George, good win, buddy.
Thank you.
Going to do a little backwards action. But wiki style. All right, folks, so we'll go through your top runners here. We're going to do interviews. Don't go away. We're going to interview George Rincon. Albert Anderson came in second, and Jacob Alicia was able to get around a couple of trucks there at the end, bring it home in 3rd position. So great job for him. Give it another moment. I think he's going to park it right there, and he does. We'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. All right, folks, we are back, and we're getting ready to do your interview with Mr. Jacob Alicia in that 31 machine, having brought it home 3rd place tonight. Hey, Jacob, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me. Jacob Alicia, can you hear me, buddy? Can't hear him. Let me double check something here. I was able to talk to everybody all night. Let's see what they'll be pulling back down and come back in again. Try it one more time. Hey, Jacob's down in the booth. Got me? All right, we'll come back to him. See if we can get a word with Albert Anderson. We'll know if it's on my end or if it's on Jacob's end. Hey, Albert, buddy. It's down in the booth, buddy. You got me?
Hey, man.
Okay. Hey, man, great job tonight, bringing it home second of 28 positions, man. I thought you had a chance to win this thing in that Pennzoil Shell 99 machine. How was you feeling behind the wheel?
Man, I tell you, that was that race was brutal. A lot of wreck avoidance and hitting my marks on pit road. Congratulations to George. I threw everything I had at him there on that last run, and I couldn't even get to his bumper. And I'm points racing, so I didn't want to take a chance on anything bad happening. But congratulations to George. But yeah, that was a tough one, man.
Yeah, it looked tough, but just looking at your truck there, it looks pretty clean. I saw some great avoidance action tonight. People were really quick to the brakes, making sure that they tried to miss the action. Of course, there's no fast repairs, so there's no mulligan here, so it's definitely in their best interest. But I did see some incredible driving there. Even the accidents, I think we had 21 or 22 cautions. They were just the slightest of miscalculations bringing out those cautions. Don't know that. I wish we could have done better, but man, it was some good action. Go ahead.
Yeah, you really got to hit your braking points. Some guys were driving it in way too deep and not being able to check up. And then you got other guys out here that are straight professionals. You don't even have to worry about them running through you when they're behind you. So, just a combination of driving styles and tight short track racing. And I was lucky to get up in second place tonight and bring home some points.
Yeah, man, for sure. So next week we're off for that week. We're going to run some fun races, the MX-5 and the SR8. How are you feeling about that? Are you going to come out and race with us?
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to come out and have some fun. I'm always down for a good time.
Yeah, man, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be a fun broadcast. No damage involved. Just let's have some fun. And then we're going to head out to a Bristol Motor Speedway. How are you feeling about your chances there? That's going to be on April 15th.
I like Bristol. Bristol's a lot faster than Martinsville. You're really up on a wheel at Bristol. The speeds are higher, and you got to be careful because, either Martinsville or Bristol could go either way. So a little bit of luck or a whole lot of luck and a little bit of talent, and hopefully I can get back on the podium next week.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, before I let you go, do you have any shout-outs for teams, fans, or family?
Absolutely. Alan, thank you and for broadcasting. Thank Lori for adminning. You guys do an awesome job at all of your duties with VRL and Vigilante. So I want to thank you guys for that. And all of the competitors in the field, a lot of guys did a really great job tonight staying off of each other, and thank them for that. Everybody who watches me race, mom, dad, Aunt Kathy and Aunt Edith, and I'm thinking about my Aunt Vivian. She just passed away recently, and my cousin Aaron comes out. My kids come out, and just thank everybody for their support. My team, Jack Dixon, Tom Barish, Jason Gaines, and Dylan Bryant. And thank them guys for just being the best team I could ever possibly hope for.
Well, awesome, buddy. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week during the fun races, and then ultimately to Bristol. You're doing really great in the championship standings. Nice earned break here to enjoy that, and then we'll get back after it.
Thank you, Alan. Appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Good night, man. All right, let's come back down and see if we can get Mr. Jacob Alicia up here in the booth. Hey, Jacob, it's Alan in the booth. You got me, buddy.
Alan, please tell me you can hear me.
I can hear you this time, man. So, hey, what a great job here tonight. I'm looking at your truck right now. It has battle scars, my man. But you came up 19 positions, brought it home third. Actually really had a chance at winning this thing tonight. How was it from your perspective?
Oh, man, that was a slog. There was a ton of cautions, and just trying to keep your track position was super important because of that. And when you only get half a lap to 3 laps to improve it, it makes the driving all that more aggressive, and just rough out there, man.
Yeah, it certainly was. I saw you make more than you had more than your share of near misses and great wreck avoidance, man. I don't know if you practiced that before you came into Martinsville, but if you did, it certainly paid off. If you didn't, you have some natural instincts there. But hey, man, are you looking forward to this break we're going to have? We're going to have a couple of fun races in MX5 and SR8 before we head off to Bristol Motor Speedway on the 15th of April. So, A, are you looking forward to the break? And B, how do you feel about Bristol?
Man, I'm ready for that break. This race lasted about twice as long as a normal one, so it feels like we did a double, so we deserve that break. Some silliness at Bristol sounds like just the tickets to sort of get everyone's hurt feelings back together, and so we can finish off this season nicely.
Yeah, for sure. We're probably gonna argue for a few days like brothers do, and then we'll move on to the next thing. But hey, man, before I let you go, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
Just a shout out to George for winning the race, man. This was a real good win for him. He looked really good out front, so hope to beat him in the next one.
All right, buddy. Well, we'll see you next time, and congratulations on the second place.
Third place, but thank you.
Oh, third place. You know what it is? I'm going in reverse order, and I didn't get you at first. But yes, third place, but still podium finish. Great job.
All right.
Yep. All right, Mr. Jacob Alicia. Now we're going to move up to this top step of your podium, and we're going to get Mr. George Rincon up in here for his interview. Champion tonight. George was able to bring it up 8 spots and bring home the trophy here at Martinsville. Hey, George, it's down in the booth, buddy. You got me.
How about that, huh?
Hey, man, what a race. And your truck, I'm looking at it right now. It's clean. I don't know if it was totally clean all night, but it's pretty clean, buddy. And you brought it home and brought home this trophy. Well, how does it feel right now?
Oh, feels great. I mean, it does feel. This track I used to run on the old Papyrus game, the very first Papyrus game, with a little steering wheel with no force feedback, clapped to a desktop. And I've done thousands and tens of thousands of miles at this racetrack. I love this racetrack. So yeah, it feels good. Feels good to get the win, definitely. And yeah, the truck I had I think I had 5 or 6 seconds worth of damage at one point. Not a big deal. And then another point, I think I had like 24 seconds, and I didn't end up fixing the whole thing just because I didn't want to lose too much time. But it didn't really affect the truck. The truck was fast, man. Fast. Fast.
You were absolutely fast, and you had to show off your wreck avoidance skills on more than one occasion.
Right.
Man, that in itself, man. I mean, you have to be able to do that at a place like this, and you certainly put on a show. I saw that Mike Everidge, your teammate, he was bad fast there throughout this race. Just got a little bit unlucky in a few of those things. Ended up coming back in 25th. But man, incredible job! Congratulations on this win tonight. As we enter the Easter break here, A, are you looking forward to a little bit of a break as we do this? And then B, are you looking forward to Bristol Motor Speedway as we come back on the 15th of April?
You know I'm looking forward to Bristol. I love that track too. I think that was one of my wins as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Easter break, I'm going to Florida for a week, so I won't be around. But I'll be back for the Bristol race for sure. And yeah, definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's going to be a great race tonight. You have one at that particular venue as well. But before I let you go, man, do you have any shout outs for teams, fans, or family?
I want to thank Shocker Graphics and Phil Call for coming on board this year and sponsoring this season for you guys. And of course, you and Ricky in the booth, you always do a fantastic job. Lori, I'm sorry, Lori. I really am sorry. She's got 4 pages of notes, and she's going to have to go over that for about a week. Other than that, like all my teammates, Goodwiser Motorsports, I mean, Stoney, Mike, we were talking a lot all race long, and we collaborated a lot. And missing Anthony, I don't know what's happening with Anthony and Chandler, but yeah, appreciate everybody on the team and everybody in this league. I felt like the race was fairly decent for Martinsville, but of course I'm saying that because I'm one. Talk to somebody like Scott Roney or Jesse or Andrew or something like that. I'm sure they're going to feel different about it.
No, yeah, for sure. Perspective is everything. I mean, even the accidents we saw, we had a lot of cautions for sure. But these weren't like intentional dive bombs. I'm talking like the slightest miscalculation on like braking points and stuff. And incredibly, not a lot of really bad carnage except for on a couple. But yeah, it's just a product of this racing, man. But you certainly showed your skill here tonight, man, and really killed it. And congratulations once again on top step of the podium.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, guys.
All right,
Appreciate
buddy.
it.
Good night.
Yep. Good night.
And that was your winner here tonight, Mr. George Rincon in that 28 machine. Just killing it, bringing it home. Top step, up 8 spots from where he began, was fast all night. And before we let you go, let's get a quick look at our results on the page here. There we go, folks. Top step of your podium, as I mentioned, George Rincon, second place, Albert Anderson, third, Jacob Alicia, Gordon Spain in fourth, Jonathan Osborne brings it home in fifth. Great run for Dave Mayberry, up 25 spots, bringing it home in sixth position. Chris Goins, seventh. Kyle Vaught, great run for Kyle. He's in eighth position. I'm sure he's going to be happy about that at a place like this. Mike Addison really led a lot of laps here tonight, folks. Looking poised to win that thing. Went in late. Don't know if maybe he had a reason, thought maybe the fresh tires would help him out, but he came back to ninth as far as he could get. 10th place, Dustin Eaton. 11th, Jack Dixon. 12th, Aaron Warren. John Shanebacher in 13th. Dustin Wade in 14th. Greg Kleins in 15th. 16th, Michael Brooks. Scott Milner 17th. 18th, Kevin Hunt. Jason Gaines 19th. Greg Dobson in 20th. Tony Benfield 21st. Leading, he was up there up front at the very end there. Got unlucky with a spin. Andy Player 22nd. 23rd, Jesse Redding. 24th, Scott Roney. Mike Everson 25th. Kelly Kill 26th. 27th, Andrew Cawthon. Tom Barish brings it home in 28th. 29th, Deion Jones. Russ Kilgore in 30th. 31st, Tim Pope. 32nd, John Gallagher. Greg Goodenough 33rd. And rounding out your field in 34th, John McDonald. And those are your results for tonight, folks. And as I mentioned a few times, we are going into a break next week. And for that break, we're going to do some fun races. So don't forget to check us out on that. $300 up for grabs money race. They're going to race in the MX-5s at Langley Speedway for the first race that begins at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday night, the 8th of April. And then the SR8s are going to be on the track for USA International. This is going to be fun. We've raced these cars there before, and they are a ton of fun. They're kind of Easter break fun races. Lori kind of concocted this and came up. She's going to throw some cash out there and let these boys go after it. So 9 p.m. Eastern, April 8th. And with that, folks, we round out round 7. It's in the books, and we're looking forward to this off week. And then Bristol on April 15th. Don't forget to tune in, not only next week for the fun races, but on the 15th of April at 8:45 Eastern to not miss any of the action in these races. See if I can make sure there's nothing else happening here. Nope, that's pretty much it, folks. Until next time, race fans, remember, stay sharp, stay fast, and above all else, stay vigilante. And we will see you next time. Good night.
This ain't your mama's racing stream.